everybody, and welcome back to Dropkick SoCal with me, Mooski, and let's talk about some of the news today, because, boy, there's always news going on all over the world, from here all the way to Mexico, Lucha Libre land, all the way to Japan, strong style land, There's always something to talk about in the world of wrestling, and speaking about the whole world, let's just go ahead and get started on that. WWE is once again going international. If you guys haven't heard yet, next year's big European event will be the Bash in Berlin. They are going to Germany. Indeed. Indeed. And well, just gonna say it right off the bat, guys. Obviously, before you do that, you gotta put Gunther in the main event. I mean, he's already ready to take that main event stage, man. Whether it's against World Heavyweight Championship or the new WWE Undisputed Champion, it doesn't matter. You're going to be in Europe, East Europe, I believe, yeah. German. Well, he's Austrian, right? Well, regardless, if you guys had a show last year in Wales and called it Drew's Backyard, which is, you could do the same for Gunther, just saying. But yeah, y'all. That should be exciting, and not just Germany, but you will also be getting show in France. Indeed, monsieur. Indeed. Now we do not know quite yet which pay-per-view will be in France. I mean, what would you guys like to see in France, Any pay-per-view that comes to mind, or should they make it like their own pay-per-view? I mean, kind of like last year. They did Backlash in Puerto Rico, and that was awesome. The French audience might just be just as exciting. Who knows? If you guys haven't seen, there's this one video that went around the internet when they did a little European tour. That French audience just kept singing Seth frickin' Rollins song for 7 minutes straight, y'all. That shit is wow. Just imagine what they'll do if they get their own pay-per-view. That would be stellar. But yeah, y'all. I mean, fellow Europeans out there, we got any fans out there from France or Germany? How excited are y'all? You guys are getting, quite a lot. Shout outs to everybody there. I visited France a couple years ago. It's beautiful. I just wish I could have visited during this time where there's going to be pro wrestling, man. But, oh well, obviously they'll do something Andre the Giant related since he was French, I believe. That would be stellar, guys. That is, yeah. So, Bash in Berlin is going to be the pay-per-view in Germany. Have yet to determine exactly if France is going to get its own pay-per-view, or who knows, maybe Backlash Paris. I don't know. We'll see, guys. That is tons of exciting. So, speaking of Europe, let's talk a little bit about some European talent. We got Gunther, of course. You could definitely see him staying with WWE for a long time, but someone who may possibly not stay. Oh boy. Yup, he's right here with us right now, as you could probably see. Yeah, my stepdad, El Padrastro, as my mama calls him. Yup. I'm talking about none other than the Scottish Warrior. Sorry, small space. Small space here. Drew McIntyre. Yeah. So yeah, Drew himself has not yet signed. Yep, pardon me, don't fall. There we go. Drew has not yet signed a new deal with WWE. He has until early 2024 until it's done. I think he might catch WrestleMania 40, and then afterwards it's yeah, it's done. I don't know, y'all. Keep in mind, I don't know if there's another main title reign set up for him yet. Because it would, if you could at least give him that, who knows, because again, he had to carry the whole championship during the pandemic era. That's all we're going to say, because ain't nobody want to freaking remember that terrible freaking era. But yeah, y'all. Sorry. Hair gets in the way. Alrighty. Hey, Drew. My mom keeps calling you my stepdad. Did you ever make a trip, lucha libre trip down to Mexico in like the early '90s? I need to talk to you about that. Our hair's kind of similar. Well, I'm kidding. Kidding. Okay. But yeah, so there we go, guys. Will we see Drew resign anytime soon, or do you guys believe that he's gonna take his talents somewhere else, go back to TNA, or maybe cross over to AEW? Regardless, I mean, as the talent, you really got to know your worth, what you could provide, but also what they could provide to you. And at the end of the day, it's going to be their choices, you know? If you're a fan, you would love to see them go anywhere and just succeed, you know? Wish the best for everybody every single time. That is for sure. Now, speaking of being a fans and liking your stars wherever they may be, I am talking, of course, about the wrestler formerly known as Edge, who now goes by his actual name, Mr. Adam Copeland in AEW. Last news cycle, we talked about how he had backstage heat from that segment with Ricky Starks on Collision, which, as you already know how I felt about that, it really wasn't all that heated. They were really just going off of each other, what they were saying, few little improv lines that were really pretty good. But it's kind of confirmed, guys, from people backstage, there was no frickin' heat. All right, there was nothing. I knew Edge was better than that. They're all good. They're cool. They were just working off of each other, which they did great. That just shows also Ricky Starks has quite some star power as well. So yeah, no real heat. Okay, I mean, god damn it. Let's just be honest. I love all wrestling. I don't care. Like, neither promotion is perfect. There's a few things here and there. But, like, come on, I know we got some AEW, like, haters out there who just try to look for whatever little thing you could find to say, like, oh, look at this, there's so much crap now, like, Edge is already having trouble. It wasn't. If you had actually seen the episode, you'd realize it really wasn't that bad, all right? Come on. Just watch and enjoy if you can. And if you don't enjoy it, cool, then just don't watch. Just my little 2 cents, guys. I mean, again, I'm not saying that I prefer like this over the other. I watch all wrestling as much as I can and just enjoy whatever I can, you know? Whatever I like, I like. Whatever I don't like, you know? But point is, Edge is doing fine in Collision. He's gonna finish off his wrestling career with the person he started his wrestling career with, Christian. So, looking forward to how they're gonna develop that. That should be awesome. He is a fucking living legend himself, that is for sure. Speaking of living legends in AEW, woo! Did you guys see this past week, some Dynamite, where Tony Khan's present to Sting was the Nature Boy, Ric Flair? Indeed. Yeah, so that was interesting. They had, as you guys know, Ric Flair was the surprise for Sting. I guess they're gonna work some story into like Sting's like final match next year. I mean, it should be interesting to see where it goes. Christian got involved a little bit too, so maybe Edge gets involved too. Who knows? So a lot of possibilities there. But yeah, a little bit of insight on that whole thing. As you know, like Ric Flair had done like a few like TikToks or Reels or something with AEW stars prior, back when is he still the son-in-law? I mean, back when Andrade was in AEW, there were original plans to maybe have Ric Flair come in and like manage him, but then you know that Dark Side of the Ring episode with like the plane ride from hell came out, kind of showed you what Ric Flair did. You already know if you have seen the episode, you know what's going on, all right? But yeah, those allegations came out, and yeah, Ric Flair got a lot of backlash, and so they held off on that. And now they decide to bring him in, and well, it's really going to depend how you, as the individual, feels watching Ric Flair on TV with those allegations surrounding him, all right? Now, that's all stuff for another talk some other day, okay? So, point is, yeah, that's the whole thing going on with Ric Flair right now, and a little bit of a controversy going into AEW. we will see what goes on, y'all. We will see what goes on with Ric Flair on AEW. Now, seems to be a pretty good storyline, but really, the I guess real reason that supposedly that Ric Flair is showing up on AEW television is because AEW's TV deal is coming up, and they want to show that they could get ratings. And well, come on. You got the nature boy Ric Flair being styling, profiling, jet driving. I'm not gonna try. All right, there's only one Ric Flair. But yeah, point is, Ric Flair brings in ratings, okay? That is all we can say. So yeah, that is Ric Flair and why you're seeing him on AEW television. Indeed. So, a little bit of connection now. Let's move from AEW to Impact. Now, for those of you guys who grew up with Impact around the mid 2000s, late 2000s, you grew up chanting TNA, TNA, TNA. And boy, oh boy, are you guys going to be excited for this? Impact is once again rebranding themselves as TNA. So they are once again going to be called TNA, which they haven't been for over 10 years? And yeah, so that should be exciting, guys. They had their Bound for Glory pay-per-view. I have yet to catch a few of the things that happened, but from the looks of it, it looked great, Trinity Fatu won the Women's Championship. Retained it from Mickie James, I believe. But yeah, it looks like a great show. I have yet to see it, but yeah, should be exciting to see TNA, Impact going back to TNA, So that should be exciting, y'all. That should be exciting. So, you know who was backstage at TNA Bound for Glory, supposedly? I believe it's confirmed. A controversial AEW figure. Well, former AEW figure. No. I'm not talking about the chick magnet or anything like that. If anything, he's more like I guess maybe a bitch magnet. I don't know, because... Wait, did the dog bite him? No. Oh, no, he bit Kenny. I don't know. That's a failed joke. But whatever. Ace Steel was backstage at TNA. I'm just going to call it TNA. But yeah, he was backstage at TNA Bound for Glory. I believe... I don't really remember the reasons. I believe he's like a producer now or something. And you know what? I mean, whatever. You never want to wish somebody to never find a job because, we all need to make a living at some way, support ourselves, support our loved ones. Come on, So, hey, TNA's still putting out good stuff. He's been doing this for a long time, so he's got stuff to contribute for sure. So, yeah, Ace Steel is still in the wrestling game, but speaking of the chick magnet, does it stand for chick magnet? I don't know. I don't know. But point is, oh boy, everybody, what do y'all think about this? Are we going to see CM Punk show up at Survivor Series in Chicago? Man, back and forth with all this, So, as you all know, supposedly he was negotiating a return. Chicago Survivor Series looks like perfect plan, right? But then supposedly those plans fell apart, no longer talking, and they had been doing some teases, some references in WWE with certain phrases and certain moves and whatnot. The biggest one being Shinsuke hitting the GTS on Ricochet that one week. Boy, but yeah, so it looks like things were going down after that, but then USA commented best in the world in that video, and now all of a sudden Punk is teasing that there's something, I don't know. Boy, it's just back and forth, people. But yeah, let me see. I think I have his quote here. So yeah, we're going back and forth with that whole possibility of Punk showing up or not. So his quote in regards to that, he was being interviewed. They're asking if I'm going to be there. I think it's sold out. I think tickets are hard to get. That's what he said. Could he be referencing that it's sold out because people are going to see him? Kind of out. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. And honestly, I don't know what WWE is thinking here because, as you can see, there's people in the back, Triple H included, who just don't like him, all that stuff. Hell, even the World Heavyweight Championship, the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins doesn't like him. So yeah, with a lot of people with a lot of like high power backstage in WWE not liking CM Punk, especially Seth Rollins, I don't see them would how they would want him back, to be honest. But at the end of the day, their bosses, Triple H and all those other guys, is gonna be the network, I guess, right? USA or something. And if they see possible ratings and money, I don't know, man. I guess money talks, right? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do y'all want to see CM Punk appear at Survivor Series Chicago? Let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to dropkick that subscribe button when you can. Oh boy. But yeah. I don't know, guys. We'll just have to wait till November to see. Yay. God dang. I mean, he's definitely... Is he the hottest free agent right now? Pardon me. Who knows? Speaking of free agents, you know who is the hottest free agent right now? So far, he is part of my favorite match of the year. An NJPW legend, Mr. Will Ospreay. Yep. Now, as you know, his deal with NJPW is about to be done very soon, I believe by next year. So a couple of months, give or take. Yeah. And, well, he actually went on to say, like, I can't remember his quote exactly, I didn't write it down, but that he would highly consider WWE too. You'd be fools if you don't want to get Will Ospreay. I know they're thinking about it, that's for sure. I mean, like, imagine the possible matches we could have, I mean, they've already had, like, a very impressive, he's already had a very impressive match with Ricochet back in, what was it, WCPW? But yeah, man, I mean, like, just imagine the matches with Seth Rollins, AJ Styles, Randy Orton if he could come back, So yeah, there's a possibility for a lot of things to happen if Will Ospreay goes to WWE. Would be amazing. Hey, let me know in the comments down below. Who is somebody you would love to see Will Ospreay face if he went to WWE? Not gonna lie, there's possible dream matches there. That is for sure. But yeah, y'all. That's about it for the news that I have this week. Let's see here. Yeah. Why do I do that? Okay, but yeah, y'all. That's about it for the news. So, this weekend, guys, again, I'm sorry this is coming out probably pretty late. So sorry. Yeah, it could be kind of like busy for me this time around. A lot of birthdays in October, and I mean, let's be honest, it's spooky season. We want to go out and do cool little spooky things, But yeah, so again, sorry this went out a little bit over the weekend, Sunday and tonight, Monday, probably late night Monday. Okay, but yeah. Yeah, guys, that is about it. This coming weekend on Saturday, we have the Saudi Arabia pay-per-view for WWE, Crown Jewel coming up. Looks like a pretty good card. Let me know if you guys have any predictions. What do you think's going to happen? Who's taking home the gold? Who's taking home a win or loss? Let me know down below. And one little bit of news, actually. We'll end with this, I guess. Brock Lesnar is going to be missing Crown Jewel. Yeah, I guess, with Vince not having much power anymore. Audio. I don't see Brock Lesnar staying in WWE much anymore. But regardless, he's pretty much well said, he's made a hell of a lot of money from WWE. He's had great moments in his first run and second run. And I mean, bro, you're married to Sable. What else could you want, bro? Yeah. So yeah. He's pretty much said. All right, guys. So, yeah, we have Saudi Arabia this coming weekend. Let me know what y'all think. Anything that you're excited for in the coming months from what we've talked about. What was the biggest shocking news for you this week? Let me all know. I want all of you to share your thoughts down in the comments below. Don't forget Dropkick that subscribe button if you want to join us for more stuff like this, talking news, matches of the week, and other little fun extra content. Like I'm gonna start doing some more toy run stuff, or toy hunts, whatever they're called, all that stuff, and some other stuff I have in mind. More podcasts, some special guest episodes. So yeah, looking forward to that. And follow me on the IG. All right, guys. So that is it for me tonight. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode. As always, take care and peace out. Laters.